Hola, por favor, and welcome to your daily dose of Fortnite. Today we're going to be doing another weapon review video. A few pieces of info before we get into the review. We'll be rating the weapon in 6 categories. DPS, which is damage per second. Effective range, which is basically how far away can you shoot a husk from and still do 100% of the weapon damage without any damage fall off. Ammo cost, how quickly are you burning through ammo when firing the weapon. Durability, how much damage can you do with the weapon before it breaks and you have to craft a new one. Impact, we're going to rate that on how much impact per second the gun does when you're firing it. And spread, which is basically the recoil and like the bullet grouping while aiming down the sights of the weapon. I'll be averaging the ratings into an overall rating and categorizing the weapon into one of 5 tiers. S tier is the top, amazing weapon, exceptional or above average in every category. A tier, great weapon, above average in most categories. B tier, good overall weapon, but may have a few drawbacks. C tier, below average weapon, underperforms in most categories. D tier, low quality weapon, would not recommend using unless you just really like it. A few disclaimers, the DPS numbers for the weapons I use come from White Sushi's spreadsheet. He's a user on Reddit. I'll put a link in the description of the video to that spreadsheet so you can take a look for yourself. And all the numbers I'm using come from the base weapon stats with no perks or hero stats or bonuses added to them. All the averages that I'm comparing the weapon numbers to are based on the 9 standard non-event shotguns. I will also put a list of those shotguns in the description of the video as well. Okay, let's take a look at the Nightclaw. This is what the model looks like in the game. Here's what it looks like when firing. I am standing at the max effective range of this shotgun. It is 1.5 tiles, so you'll have to be this close or closer in order to do 100% weapon damage to the husks. Alright, let's get into the rankings. Its DPS is 171, which is pretty poor, well below the average of 278 for shotguns, so we're going to give that a 1 out of 5. Its effective range is 1.5 tiles, which is exceptional for a shotgun. So we're going to give that a 5 out of 5. Its ammo cost is 60 bullets per minute, which is exceptional for a shotgun, well below the average of 153 for shotguns. So we're going to give that a 5 out of 5. Its durability is 113,000 damage per gun, which is about average for a shotgun. So we're going to give that a 3 out of 5. Its impact per second is 450, which is pretty poor, well below the average of 1,305 for shotguns, so we're going to give that a 1 out of 5. Its spread is 1.3, which is pretty poor, well below the average of 0.46 for shotguns, so we're going to give that a 1 out of 5. If we average that out, we come to an overall rating of 2.7 out of 5. Which puts us into Tier B, which is a good overall weapon, but may have a few drawbacks. Its positives are its effective range and its ammo cost, and its negatives are DPS, impact, and spread. My overall thoughts on the Nightclaw is that it's an okay shotgun, it has good range, but it lacks good DPS and impact. That wraps up my review of the Nightclaw. As always guys, if you enjoy my videos, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll be notified whenever I release a new one. But other than that, thanks for watching and have a great day.